am Gayatri G. Nair, delegate ID number 599 from Sri Manakalam Naidu Medical College and Hospital, and my project is on the phenotypic characterization of Staphylococcus aureus isolated from the anterior layers of healthy medical and nursing students from the college. Staphylococcus aureus is a well-known nosocomial pathogen which is present in the epithelial cells in our body. Especially, it can be isolated from the anterior moist forms anterior epithelial cells. And if there is an excess of this pathogen, it can lead to a various number of infectious diseases like osteomyelitis and meningitis, etc., and causing very devastating effects to morbidity and mortality. So we would like to have, we thought of doing a pilot study in the carrier rate of this pathogen, of this bacterium in our medical college students, since we are quite exposed to patients every day in our day-to-day life, and we have greater chance of spreading the risk of infection. So this is our aim, to find out the nasal carriage of aureus in students in our college, and to characterize them phenotypically and to come to a conclusion whether we are the causes of spreading this infection, and we have a way to decrease it. So this is the way, the protocol which we had followed. We took a number of 188 subjects from the college, 139 medical students and 59 nursing students from my year to be rank. And the inclusion criteria we had is, since they are carriers, they should not be suffering from any upper respiratory tract infection or not received any antibiotics within 30 days. And we assessed them by questionnaire method. Then we took their nasal swabs, we were rubbing 5 times in the anterior layers, and they were processed for culture and isolation. So initially, to rule out identify Staphylococcus aureus, we had to do culture on mannitol sour agar, where we found yellow color colonies, which were then subjected to gram staining to gram-positive cocci. And then we did a slide and tube coagulase test using 0.6 ml of human plasma. Once the Staphylococci aureus coagulase positive Staphylococci were isolated, they were stored in duplicate at plus 2 degrees Celsius and minus 15 to 20 degrees Celsius respectively. So for phenotypic characterization, the two main phenotypes which we had done was defective beta-lactamases and slime production, which is another important pathogen factor. Beta-lactamases were done using 24-hour culture and 10,000 units per ml of crystalline penicillin, which was made using crystalline penicillin and phosphate buffer solution. There were two techniques which we used, a test biometrically and agar diffusion method, and using 1% starch solution, penicillin and culture. And finally, discoloration showed positive results, which we had isolated separately. Slime production was done using brain hard infusion agar using 5% sucrose and 0.08% of Congo red. And again we were found black crystalline colonies which were strong positive and presence of Staphylococcus aureus. And also in our fresh cultures we had done antibiotic susceptibility testing and with using 23 drugs, and finally we had come to various results as follows. So totally from our study we had seen that medical students among males showed a prevalence of 27%, whereas in females, nursing students were mostly females, so we had a greater prevalence of females. We did separate typing for slime production and beta-lactamase too, and we found, but we were not able to find any epidemiological correlation between both, which we had done as a further step of our study. An antibiotic susceptibility pattern was done with 3 groups of drugs, penicillins, quinolones, and macrolides, and 23 drugs were. An antibiogram was made separately too, and finally, from our study, we had come to a conclusion that amikacin was the most sensitive drug, giving 100% susceptibility in our students. And besides that, ampicillin sublactam and vancomycin also showed 94% susceptibility respectively. So finally, from all these, we can conclude that 24.5% of the students showed a prevalence of Staphylococcus aureus as a carrier rate, and also the most susceptible drugs were amikacin and vancomycin, ampicillin, etc. But the limitations of our study was we were unable to do MRSA typing since the fundings were not present in our college. So we are hoping to do that too, and also we want to test how if the use of mupirocin will help. Mupirocin will help the prophylactic treatment to reduce the carrier state and thereby reduce the infection of these nosocomial infections. Thank you very much.